Fringe theory is based around the genre and trope of various horror and thriller media. Please view the episode description for a full list of content warnings. Thank you. You look over and you see an old man looking out at the house, looking through the window, but like a ways away. Millie wouldn't be able to see this, but he is kind of like rolling a broken tooth in his hands. Oh, don't worry, darling. We'll rule this town together eventually. Okay, well, that's number 1 squared off. Number 2, what the hell is wrong with you?
I made something of myself. That part of my life is over, okay?
So this is tricky, because there's a what happened here, and then there's a what happened here.
If you see me, stay as far away from me as you possibly can, because I think you know that I'm not in a good spot here.
This kind of resonance, this sickening scent, can only come from an angel such as yourself. Hallow and Millie, what are you two doing?
We're the walkers, I guess.
Where are you right now?
Well, we're coming from the cave to, like, the middle of town, right?
Well, sure, yeah. I'm not gonna fucking make you act out every step of the process. We're thinking cinematically here.
We're on our fucking way. We're not there yet, but we're coming.
We're coming, so do with that what you will.
As you're walking, you're reaching around the edge of Main Street in a construction site, and you see, for the first time, the old man. He's walking by, not really giving you, any, like, heed.
Mm-hmm.
I think what happens is that you accidentally bump into one another.
Like, physically?
Yeah, like, he comes out from behind a corner while you're walking on the sidewalk and just, doomp.
Hello lets out the most mundane yelp in the world.
And the old man just kind of, like, looks at you, doesn't say a word, looks at you for a suspiciously long amount of time, as if he's thinking about something, and then begins continue walking along his way towards what looks like another construction. You feel something weird about him. I feel like you've been around Friendly Neighbor long enough to know, like, when there's weird angel stuff going on. Definitely didn't feel like a human. On Millie's side, it's kind of the same sort of, like, I wish there was a better word for it, but it's the same sort of, like, vibe when you got that visit from the man in the woods.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do? It's entirely up to you. If you want to follow him or if you want to go back to the construction site, that's entirely up to you.
We can follow him. That would be spicy.
Yeah, let's follow the man. We have a phone. Midas can wait.
What do you two say to each other? Or is it just like wordlessly you both turn?
We're so in sync. We just turn.
Absolute besties.
I mean, would Millie say anything? Because Hallow wouldn't.
Millie wouldn't say anything because Sammi has dust in their nose.
Oh, God.
Please survive. I guess, like, in this sense, like, zoom in on both of their faces. No words exchanged throughout this entire scene. Just turns to each other, nods, and then continues to follow the man.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to be obvious? Are you trying to hide that you're following him, or do you not give a shit?
I think Hallow's maybe trying to keep, like, stealthy-ish.
Millie is at least trying to be subtle.
The man does occasionally turn around to check if he's being watched, so you can, like, duck into, like, alleyways or behind garbage cans. I don't think this is going to be a roll. But you do notice that he is, if nothing else, suspicious of people following him. Which could mean he's up to no good, which could mean he's normal, depending on what your perspective is on society. Eventually, though, he gets to another construction site. This, specifically, is a larger, it kind of looks like they're putting up a medium-sized supermarket in an empty bulldozed lot.
Great. Okay.
Metal beams, the wood, framing, it hasn't gotten too far off, but there's about, 20 or so construction workers, moving around like little worker bees.
Okay.
And on the other side of the fence, this figure just stops, puts his hands behind his back, and watches.
What the fuck?
What do you do?
What do we do?
I don't know. I guess Millie strides up and says, what are they putting up here?
The man turns to you and doesn't say a word. Just kind of looks back.
Not much for conversation.
You can probably tell that it's a supermarket, though, considering there's a "coming soon" banner on one of the fencing.
Coming soon. Not Walmart.
Not as big as Walmart. More like a... God, I don't know. I'm not American. I don't know your American brands. And if I say some shit like Giant Tiger, you're not going to know what I mean.
What the fuck is
that's
that?
made up.
You made that up.
No, Giant Tiger's like a middle-sized supermarket.
It's a Higgly Piggly.
Just say Kroger so that it's neither.
I was going to say
sure,
it should be a Meijer.
It's about the size of the Aldi, of an Aldi's.
It's an Aldi. Okay.
It's actually Aldi.
All these nuts.
Aldi is nuts.
Shut up! You shut up!
Okay, but that is the situation. What do you do? I mean, do you want to just wait and see what happens? That's also a valid option.
I'm not sure what else we can do with the knowledge that we have.
Okay, that's fair. In that case, I'm going to move the countdown to shadows now.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
And you watch as... Well, okay. I don't think you know the exact mechanics of this, but here's what happens that the viewer sees.
Mm-hmm.
We get a scene of one worker just kind of trying to renovate this whole thing, when suddenly he gets a call on his phone. Bring, bring! He knows that he isn't meant to take calls while at work, and like a good worker bee, he doesn't. However, that one call was just enough seconds distraction for him to look down and start cutting the wrong beam, and this entire construction is coming down.
Oh my god.
Workers are getting hit, buried in rubble. I don't think they're immediately dead, but you just hear screaming as all of them are slowly pummeled by all of the wood and beams. And in that moment, you watch as this old man, hands out from behind the back, cane taps on the ground, and begins slowly sauntering away. What do you do?
I guess Hallow... How high up is this beam? Or is it down?
It's down.
Oh, it's all down.
This entire supermarket has started crumbling because some person, very unluckily, just happened to cut the wrong beam.
Yeah, it's super unlucky of him. Hallow rushes in to try and get people away from the rubble, I guess.
Lily hops in and starts trying to just grab and pull people. She has sent tomato soup to follow the man.
Okay, what role is this going to be? These people are hurt, and I mean seriously hurt. They need medical attention probably pretty quickly. I think for you, Hallow, it's going to be an act under pressure to dig through the rubble. I'm not going to make you do this with each individual person, but if you want to get as many people as you can out of here, then we'll have the role that you do, and probably the role that Sammy's about to do, just be for the entire scene.
Okay.
So that's an act under pressure for you to try and get people out of the rubble.
Okay. Hold on, let me remember what that role is. Fuck. I keep rushing in this shit and I keep forgetting that I have -1 in cool.
Oh no.
You're lame.
I'm lame.
Hey, you've got luck.
I'm flop.
Roll that dice. Roll that dice.
Yes!
Not cringe.
Not cringe.
That was very good. It's not in the right channel though.
Where did I put it?
You just sent that into the VC text instead of the dice rolling.
Ooh, sorry,
I'm
baby.
sorry.
It doesn't count then.
Shut up.
Worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay.
Or, I mean, Sammi can help out and boost that to a 10.
If you want to help out, Sammi, it is a 9.
What Millie was trying to do was fucking Christ. I told you we would finally record another session, and I would start doing more anime bullshit with Millie's blood.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, baby.
I don't know, maybe next season we do like a shonen battle anime season.
Can I either blood lasso people or pull them by the blood in their veins out of the rubble?
Oh
Whoa.
fuck yeah.
If you fail this roll, it's gonna go bad. I'm letting you do this. I just want you to know the danger that is inherent with trying to blood lasso people.
The danger involved with blood lassoing people.
Are you still willing to do it?
And I will do it.
Okay. That's a plus cool roll then.
Are you cool?
I'm +1 cool. I'm not cool
Oh,
enough.
man.
Fuck.
That's a
no.
4.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Sammi.
So,
This isn't a situation where I can use luck, is it? Because I'm helping.
oh, no, you can use luck if you want. Luck is one of the basic rolls. You can use luck on any roll. Are you using luck here?
Fellas, I think I gotta use my luck here.
If you don't use your luck, I think you're going to rip these people's skeletons out of their bodies or something.
Yeah.
Well, no. Here's the thing. People will be, like, at the very least taken out of the rubble. I don't want to diminish what...
They die outside the rubble, though, if you give a shit.
Well, no. Okay, how about this? Do you think... I don't think it would be cheating to tell you what the consequences of this are going to be, then you can decide to use luck or not.
Yeah.
I feel like that's something that can vary from table to table, and I mean, hell, it might even vary from, like, situation to situation.
Yeah.
In this case, I'm going to let it happen, okay? If this is going to stay, then the 7 to 9 is going to be normal. Hallow, I think, is going to be able to get all of these people out with a price to pay. That price being, you're not going to realize it right now, but you did drop your knife you did drop your sickle in the middle of this, like, pile of metal and wood.
No!
You're not going to be getting that back.
No! I liked that sickle.
But you're going to be getting every single one of these people out, injured but safe, except for one. But that person is only not safe because the rope lasso, in desperation, was aimed and it got caught on their neck, breaking as it's pulled out. You, Millie, are going to have to deal with that unless you use luck.
I think I kind of want to let that ride. I think that's interesting.
Right.
You don't immediately know you're missing your sickle, by the way, Hallow. You're going to realize it as soon as you go, like, padding for it, which is not right now.
Okay.
In the meanwhile, you watch as Hallow's just, like, using, like, face strength to, like, lift off girders and bars and, like, drag people out. One of them is, very early on, is pulled out using a rope lasso, and as it kind of, like, slides closer to your feet, Millie, you see that you got the rope lasso around their neck. They didn't make it.
Fuck! Fuck! Millie immediately releases the blood lasso and drops down to her knees and is trying to fix this person's injuries, but they're dead, Chief.
Yeah, no, that's a broken neck. Aimed too high and you pulled too hard. It was effectively like a hanging, just horizontally.
Oops.
Oh.
As this is happening, Officer Easton Bluff gets a phone call and hears that another building has collapsed and immediately calls out to the paramedics, and you three, Ruby and Midas and Friendly Neighbor, watch as they begin rushing to the scene. What do you do?
What's going on in there? What are they building that they gotta get this fucked up?
And Millie and Hallow are still not here. I said that out loud right next to her.
Did you actually?
Is this what we're doing?
It's not like he knows.
It's not like I know.
Nobody bothered to tell Neighbor.
Well, no. You've been together for, like, a fair amount. Does he
You've known me
know?
for years.
Does he know?
Does he know, chat?
He's known them for years. I feel like he knows. I feel like
Because,
he's a
like,
knower.
I'm willing to let that be, like, an accident that we can retcon. But I want this to be, like, a discussion.
How are we keeping this?
Another thing is that I don't think Ruby would immediately say, like, Millie, only one person on this earth has the name Millie.
That's true.
Yeah.
It is a remarkably normal name.
I think the slip up is funny, and I'm sticking with it.
Okay, and
Yeah.
I think you, Midas, watch as, for a moment, Ruby's head just snaps towards Neighbor, and then just kind of, like, droops and is like, okay, yeah.
Sorry, we're waiting on a couple others. Neighbor, who exactly was that guy you were talking to earlier?
Oh, I do not know. He was just there watching the construction site, and so I joined him.
And you gleaned nothing about this.
I didn't think I had to claim anything.
Did you see where he went? I'm gonna be honest with you.
away.
Most people don't just watch construction sites.
I was.
He went in the direction that the ambulance and the police car also went, if you can.
Do you know exactly what the fuck they're building here?
They're fixing up Main Street after the stuff happened. You know.
Yes,
police
but
stuff.
what specifically are they building? I mean,
Well, this building specifically was meant to replace a local bookstore with a nationalized one, like a Chapters or an Indigo.
I believe it was a bookstore, a nice, lovely, large bookstore that all the family could enjoy.
Okay. I'm gonna
Huh.
go find wherever the fuck that guy was, because clearly, I mean, Neighbor, like, come on, like, you gotta have some level of suspicion, go off in your head when you...
Ruby just pipes up, what, do you think that he, like, sabotaged something?
I'm just saying nobody watches construction sites unless you're...
I was.
Well, Neighbor, this is no offense to you personally, but you know, like, I feel as though you shouldn't take offense to that at all.
Hey, it's okay to be weird sometimes. My girl was pretty weird.
Ruby.
Sorry, I shouldn't be. I should not be trauma dumping to your friend.
It's fine.
Sorry, one of you. God, I'm so sorry. One of your one of your friends has the same name as her, so.
Oh, man.
It was just on my mind is all. I'm sorry. That was very uncool of me.
Understandable. Family is quite dire and important.
Family is dire.
Family is certainly dire. You've got that right.
Neighbor, could we speak, just privately for just a second?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm gonna go back and get, like, a croissant to go.
Okay.
And Ruby walks away.
Midas kind of leads Neighbor into an alleyway for a second.
Stop.
Kind of like grabs him by the sleeve and, like, for the very first time, Midas, like, grips Neighbor by his collar. Are you trying to fuck me?
Trying to fuck you.
Trying to fuck you.
I never really thought of you that way.
Neighbor,
Neighbor.
that is my sister.
Uh-huh.
My sister, who has not seen her daughter in, like, 30 years.
Correct. She would love to see her, right?
If
Clueless.
she finds out that I found Millie years ago and did not tell her, I'm fucked, Neighbor. I'm fucked. So don't say her name and keep her as far away from Ruby as you possibly fucking can, okay? Alright?
Alright.
No. Alright? Like, look me in the eyes.
He's so fucked.
Alright. Right. This should help then.
You can't tell us-
No, as you're ranting at me, I grab Midas and I angel wings at it.
Stop. Off we go.
Millie, you have spent the last 20 seconds not blinking, staring
Flux,
at this dead body.
I do have to roll a weird to do that, remember?
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
that's
you're taking
right.
someone with
Okay.
you. Could you just lose Midas to the void?
That just left Midas behind.
That's plus weird, which you took an improvement to improve.
Yes.
So this is probably fine.
My improvement only gave me a +1.
Yeah.
That's still something.
Better than a +0.
Yeah.
Roll weird.
7.
A 7.
What happens on a mixed success for Angel Wings?
You don't quite make it. Either you're all separated or you appear in the wrong place.
I think I've got a place for you two to go.
Oh.
In a bright flash of light, and you're gonna get to the scene after this. Midas, you feel incredibly lightheaded. By the time your blurred vision comes back to, you're in a really nice retro house that almost kind of reminds you of your own growing up.
Oh no.
Funny.
You look to the right and you see someone unseeable, a large, tall, imposing figure in a nice, large summer hat. This is the lady of the house, and you are in perfect suburbia.
What
Oh no.
the fuck? Where the fuck am I?
Neighbor is right next to you, though I'm not sure you as a mortal can recognize Neighbor's, true form.
Where the fuck?
As soon as you say that, the lady of the house just says, "Oh, my friendly neighbor, I wasn't aware that you brought a visitor."
I'll admit, it was not my intention.
An accident. Wouldn't be the first time.
Midas is looking at where he just heard Neighbor's voice come from, seeing just this incomprehensible fucking thing.
In all of the worst ways, it reminds you of your own father.
Oh my god.
Something that friendly neighbor probably was able to avoid.
Yeah.
But now here in friendly neighbor's true form, you can't perceive it.
Yeah.
Just because that's not how your brain is wired. So it jumps to the closest thing in terms of sensory memories. And it looks like your dad in the same way that a person in a dream might look like your dad.
Ugh.
It's not one-to-one perfect, but you can understand. I'm looking at this and my brain is telling me that's Peter Goldman Sr.
Oh god.
Dad? Am I dead?
And I think while Midas is just having this moment, we're kind of talking over him, mostly.
No, little one, you aren't dead. Have some... pushes something in front of you. Have some tea. My friendly neighbor, we have something to discuss.
I believe I have an inkling of what it is.
Yes, I understand that the fruits of our labor are nothing short of magnificent. But I gave you a task, and that task was not to sit around and watch.
No, I apologize, my lady.
Please see to it, or, well, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Isn't that right, my friendly neighbor?
You can see an obvious look of... well, actually, you can't see anything, can you, Midas? But you
No,
can just...
I can't.
No, but
Well, what does... From your perspective, friendly neighbor, what does this look like?
The pained grimace of somebody who doesn't want to agree to something someone's saying. Of course, my lady.
All right, now, where were you trying to go?
Towards the ones known as Millie and Hollow.
So it shall be done. Don't dilly-dally, though, okay?
Okay.
I know things seem bad down there, but you aren't my only agent. So long, my friendly neighbor, and so long, you...
Oh,
Snap.
it's been a real fucking pleasure.
You don't even get to say that. In the middle of that, you're just beam of light transported next to Millie, who has spent the last 30 seconds staring unblinking at a dead body.
You're not sure that she's breathing either.
You just get giant be not afraid ass glow of light and suddenly hear, you fucking asshole, come on!
Help.
This does not snap Millie out of it.
Where am I?
We appear to be at the collapsed remains of a construction site. Hello, Millie.
Neighbor, what the fuck is going on?
Around you see people injured with head or neck or injuries, but they're all still breathing and they will probably be fine, except for that one. Hallow's also here, by the way.
Hallow is tending to some of the fallen soldiers.
They aren't fallen, they're alive.
They're on the ground.
Hey, Millie, you alright? Whoa, hey, Midas is going over, like, to try and break her vision from it.
Millie, like, reflexively just, like, digs her nails into the body.
Whoa, hey, it's done, Millie.
Where you...
Neighbor brought me here using his angelic whatever the fuck. Please, just let it go.
In the distance, you hear the faint sound of sirens getting ever closer.
And maybe we should also get, like, you know, to helping these people.
Millie, like, shuffles up to her feet and starts, like, going towards the nearest person she could possibly help with their injuries.
Oh yeah, there's a person here. By now, you guys can see the ambulance and the police car getting closer.
As everyone else is trying to look around, I kind of want to look around this, like, construction site to see if I see anything maybe out of the ordinary, to see if there's anything fucked up here. I mean, like, is there anything I would notice, like, out of the blue?
I'm trying to think. Part of me wants to say this isn't an investigative mystery only because I'm not sure what info I would give to you that I didn't already give to Neighbor.
I didn't know if there was maybe
Last
something
time?
I didn't notice, or...
Well, what are you trying to find? I didn't
mean,
notice is a
like-
bit vague. Like,
this would maybe be better for somebody who maybe can, like, see ghosts, I realize, if there's, like, some fucked up invisible thing knocking shit around.
I really hate saying no to you, but I genuinely can't think of, like, if you did... I wouldn't want you to roll, because it would just be, like, a copy of what Neighbor met earlier.
Well, okay, then there is no roll. There's nothing to glean. There is no investigating to be done.
What you can tell is that this building is collapsed.
I imagine Midas takes some looks around just to try and figure out if anything is going on, as you kind of see, like, some rubble moving itself off of people, as Selenus is clearly dragging shit out of the way.
No, all of the rubble's done. Hallow already did all that work.
Yay!
Like, just one guy picks himself up on his own.
By now the authorities are here. Officer Bluff comes and is like, how the hell did you two get here before? Okay, never mind. Is everyone all right?
I mean, not everyone. Clearly, these construction sites have been put together a little hastily if they're collapsing.
I'll talk to Mayor Ares Annex about it, but we need to focus on getting people okay.
I would honestly clear, like, all of the construction sites until we have some sort of... I mean, like, this is ridiculous. This is, what, the second one now?
I think Bluff just says, that's not really my decision to make.
Well, bring it up with the mayor, because whoever drafted these building plans is fucking clearly not qualified.
The mayor's very busy, and I'm very busy now, but he should be around if you want to talk to him.
Alright.
I know him and the foreman, the head of the project, have been around. One of the ambulance people looks at the body who is now dead and is just like, dead from a broken neck, probably the wrong angle when the building fell. Nothing we can do.
That's certainly a way of saying that the building falling killed him.
I think Bluff is gonna get mad at you. He's like, it's not my... Can you just be... is going to ignore you now.
I think Bluff should quit his job.
I think Bluff should punch him.
No, that's a Gritston style, not a Bluff style.
Hallow, for what it's worth, has kind of been, like, muttering stuff to Neighbor while Midas is arguing. She goes over, and she says, I saw what happened.
And what did happen?
A man came over to the construction site.
An old man, about this tall, with a cane?
She nods. And after he started watching, one of the workers cut a beam wrong.
I don't think you know that.
Well, no, she watched it happen.
We watched it happen. I don't think... This is a big store. I don't know if you would be perceptive enough to see a person cutting load-bearing beam, let alone what a load-bearing beam is. But you do know that this person was watching, and then the house of cards fell down.
And then he just walked away.
I just want to be honest with what you know and what you don't know.
Okay. Sorry, I thought we watched the guy cut the beam.
The viewers saw what led to this calamity, but...
And Neighbor's just like, well, Hollow, I believe we are dealing with another angel.
He bumped into us on the way to see you, so we followed him.
Well, it's a good thing you did. Awkward dad pat on the back. Pat.
Great. She nods in appreciation.
Yeah, I feel like, Neighbor, you also, just letting this ride from your last investigative mystery, you know that this has the, the aura of the adversary.
Right.
Your enemy.
Hollow, did you see where the old man went?
No. I was too busy trying to get people out.
What's going on over with, Millie and maybe Midas?
Millie is just trying to help heal people's injuries and give them bandages. You know, she is not really like speaking to anyone or giving any bedside manner, just 1,000 yards stare. She's doing this.
And Midas, the rest of them are just ignoring you to also help the, what are you doing?
I think I have to console Millie here. I mean, honest to God, holy shit, that was terrible.
Alright, what does this consolation look like?
Millie, are you alright?
Shit, it'll be fine.
But it's clearly not fine, Millie.
It's... Listen, right now, I'm just trying to fix these people up, and I need you to let me do that. I need you to fucking let me do that.
Okay, Millie, if that's what you think is gonna help you out here, I'm just...
I sent...
You seem shaken enough already.
I sent tomato soup to follow that guy. Might come back with information for us. I don't know.
Don't you think that if Tomato Soup was going to come back with information, then he might have come back by now?
You can't kill Tomato Soup.
Flux, you can't kill Tomato Soup. The fans will riot.
I'll riot. And I see you in a week.
Millie's mental state is already so fragile.
I'm just being honest.
Do you have any, way of tracking Tomato Soup? Like, Midas pulling out his phone real quick?
You have one text message. By the way, you have one text message from Ruby, and it's just like... two text messages. The first one is a series of question marks. The second one is just a text message that says, Dick.
Help.
Texting back, hey, I'm really sorry, another building fell and we went to help out. Send. That's true.
That's true.
It's not a lie.
Midas pulls out, looking through his phone. Okay, so you remember a couple of months ago, my fucking AirTag went missing?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know where it is, for the record. Your fucking plush dog ate it.
You know, you're really lucky that this isn't a game that has costs for flashbacks. I mean, I'm gonna let this ride because this is cool.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, my fucking AirTag is inside of your dog, so I've been actually, like, keeping tabs on this little fucker whenever he starts, like, going through my shit.
I like the idea that as an inanimate object to come to life, Tomato Soup just eats other objects.
Yeah.
The dog is in the middle of the street, kind of to the right side, not moving.
Oh.
Tomato Soup isn't moving.
What?
Midas is, like, standing up and starting to walk towards the direction of it. Tomato Soup isn't moving.
Millie is like, you know when you're kind of like physically between like two actions and can't like commit to either of them? She has like one hand on like the shoulder of some guy that's like bleeding, but also is like half poised to get up and like chase after.
Millie, I'm gonna go look into it. I'll call you. Stay here with the people.
Is anyone going with Midas?
Subtly pushes Hollow towards Midas.
I guess Hallow's following. I was just about to say she did, but if Neighbor's gonna push her towards him anyways.
What's your rationale for this, Neighbor? You're just like, don't let that one go off alone.
Yeah.
It's not again.
Just seeing Midas wander off alone, and no, can't let that happen.
No. We don't do that around here.
Last time we let this happen, he killed someone.
Hey, has anyone in our cast not killed someone at this point?
Hey, congrats, you guys!
Yay!
I forget. Has Neighbor killed a man?
No, I've just been tasked to kill someone.
Who is not a human, so don't worry.
Yeah, so it's all fine.
So it's basically okay.
Before we move on to whatever Midas and Hallow are doing, I wasn't going to let Midas do this because Midas doesn't have the touch.
The what?
But if you want to investigate more about this phenomenon, monster, whatever, in this rubble, I think you can, neighbor. Because you're also an angel. I think that would give you more insight.
Well, I might as well just open up my pores and feel.
Oh, don't say that.
The pause.
Just roll plus sharp and never speak to me again.
Oh, whoops, that's a -2, but actually that's a -2, so that is a 7.
Oh, it's a 7. Okay, you just typed the wrong fucking number for your stat.
Help. It happens.
Anyways, Flux told me not to talk to him anymore, so this is gonna really make the entire thing hard.
What?
Don't worry, Perry. I'll pass the questions that you asked to Flux, and then Flux will give
stop
me the
stop
answers,
dicking
and I'll
around.
pass it to you.
Fucking stop dicking around. What question? You get one question.
Alright, well, I already asked 2 of these questions, so which of these other ones? Should I just go with the one I asked before and then undid?
It's up to you.
I think I know what it can do, and I know what sort of creature it is, so where did it go?
Back to Main Street.
Oh,
It's going back to Main Street.
well, turn around in the direction of Main Street, and then stop turning around to look directly at Millie, though. Oh, yeah. Millie, not doing good.
I'd also like to remind you that the lady of the house is watching.
I'm aware. Clearly, stopping this guy's a good idea, right? Because
I mean, that's the crossroads. What do you want to do? What do you have to do?
I have to go kill that one guy.
And the lady of the house told you not to worry because they have other agents. Are you going to abandon these people, though? Are you going to abandon your friend? That is the choice amongst you right now.
Millie really looks like shit right now.
She's like sweating everywhere. She is like pale as a ghost.
Now, this won't undo the psychological trauma, but instead of going after the guy or going after the other guy he's supposed to go after, your friendly neighbor walks up to Millie, pulls her into a hug, and begins saying how everything is all right in a nice, soothing tone.
How does this feel?
You know how Midas earlier, it was like the worst experience with his dad possible?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the best experience with a parent possible.
Oh,
I don't know if I think...
That's why I said a parent, because I don't think Millie's father was ever in the image.
Yeah, I think Millie's father left very early.
Just because I'm your dad doesn't mean I can't be your mom right now.
Did we ever state that your friendly neighbor has to be specifically male? A woman could be a lovely neighbor, too.
I mean, I think it's less about the physical image and more about how this emotionally feels.
It feels like a warm hug from your mother after your first day of school.
Millie just kind of like sinks into it and starts like sobbing uncontrollably.
And even this hug, giving you those awkward dad pats on the back.
Hallow and Midas, you're here. And you see a figure, and as you come onto it, you see a person close by, who is just kind of like, looks very upset.
Okay.
Where are we close to where?
Yeah, I think you're close enough now. The person has one of those, I think they have like one of those like dollies. Not a dolly. Or is it called a dolly? One of those things that you like load boxes onto and then tilt sideways to carry them.
Dolly.
And has an in-window air conditioning unit.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No.
It's just like, what do you do?
Hey, you alright there?
Yeah, fuck. My fucking AC fell out of my window. It's fine. I mean, I I don't know what that is. There is a crushed tomato soup underneath it.
Oh,
I mean, I don't know
God.
what the physics of, like, death are for an inanimate stuffed animal,
He's okay. He's fine.
but it's not moving. It can probably be healed, but, like...
Hallow throws the air conditioner off of tomato soup.
Oh, it's already off. It's already off and loaded onto the dolly.
Walks over to the air conditioner on the dolly, throws it away anyways.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
It's just... That's okay. No, it's just like... I don't know, man. I gotta get this reset up.
You watch as, like, Midas sees this, looks up towards probably where the window was. Were there, I mean, was it installed correctly? I mean, were there any issues with the unit?
I mean, it probably wasn't installed correctly if it fell.
She picks up flat tomato soup. He's been pancaked.
Not, like, super close, but on the horizon you can watch the old man slowly, like, hobbling down the street. At a slow pace.
Oh my god, he killed tomato soup.
What do you do?
Hallow is holding tomato soup lovingly in her arms.
Midas is running after the man.
She follows.
Okay, what do you do? The man's not really, like, stopping or anything.
Hey, you!
I think Midas should tackle him.
What's your fucking deal, man? Bad shit keeps fucking happening around you. I want to know what's up with that.
When you shout, he stops and turns around. You ask this question and he just kind of, like, doesn't even give you the time of day. No words, just turns back around and continues stepping down the street.
Excuse me, sir, do you know who I am?
Oh my god.
Fucking hate
Doesn't
you.
even turn to you this time.
Midas is gonna step right in front of him. Most normal people would say, I have no idea what you're talking about. Your silence speaks volumes. What the fuck are you up to?
So as you're doing this, right, a person is almost violently thrown out of a house and into your path, screaming like, I knew you were banging him! I knew it! Get the fuck out of here! I don't want to ever see you again!
Whoa.
What the fuck?
And this person just careens into you, knocking you onto, like, the road. And the man continues to walk.
What the
You
fuck?
motherfucker! Midas is just gonna fucking run for this guy now.
No, you're under a man.
Oh, I'm under a man. Okay,
You are
Hollow,
under-
what are you doing?
He's scrambling.
Midas under a man?
I promise.
Hey, wait a minute. Selenis, get his ass!
Hallow, what are you doing? Well, first of all, I want to know what Hallow's doing before Selenis time.
Well, a man just got thrown out of a home and right into Midas. So she's standing staring for a second.
Selenis grabs the man, and the man just, sighs and stands there. Just looking at you. Or the both of you, I guess. By now, the cheating man has scrambled off and is, like, running away.
Hang on, can we have a run over of what the pronouns that you used were? Because is this a gay man or is this a straight man?
Oh my god, the drama.
That does... that... Do you want me to tell you that this is a fucking, like, gay drama thing? Is this what you want? Because it can be. I think there's bigger issues at hand right now. But if you want this... But if you want this cheating shithead to be gay, then sure, it's gay. The other man slams the door shut.
Oh my god!
Now what do you do?
I was just asking an innocent question. I mean, if the cheater has scrambled away, Hallow goes to help Midas up, first and foremost, using one of her arms. The other one is still tenderly holding tomato soup.
Yeah, Midas is, like, kind of getting himself back up on his cane. Alright, you little fucker. Now that's a little bit too convenient for me to just kind of skate past.
Just sits there, like, deadpan staring at you. No emotion on the face.
Dude, like, what's your fucking problem?
Still nothing.
I'm gonna, like, blow into his eye.
He does kind of just, like, recoil at that a little bit, blinks a couple times, and is just, like, tries to move away, but you said Selenis is, like, keeping him there.
Yeah, I've got him, like, gripped him, like, with his arms behind his back.
Okay.
I mean, Hallow's just watching. She's not really one for interrogation.
Flux, would this be an appropriate time to... Would I be able to use cryptid sighting here? Does this count as a strange creature?
Fucking seems like it. It looked like an old man at first, but clearly something's up. Cryptid
Yeah.
sighting, you get one question.
I get one investigate a mystery question.
And what is it? There's one that I really want you to ask, but I'm gonna let it ride.
What is it going to do? Like, where is he heading, generally?
Back to Main Street. I think using your investigator's intuition, you kind of get a sense of his intentions. His intentions are to completely shut down the Main Street revitalization project.
Do you got an issue with, like, the new buildings, man? I mean, they gotta rebuild.
The first thing you can get out of him was just that very light humph when you say that.
Midas is, like, putting, like, pieces together bit by bit here. What kind of clothes is this man wearing?
He is wearing, he's got, like, a tattered long coat. He's got a very long beard that goes down to, like, his waist.
Whoa.
And very, like, wispy balding hair.
Do you live in town, sir?
He's not answering you any questions.
My bigger question, do you live within one forest commune?
He doesn't answer any questions. He just stares at you.
Why do you keep hurting people?
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, folks. He's not gonna answer you.
Well, I thought it was worth a try.
I think at this moment, you hear a voice that's saying, "What the hell are you doing?" You turn and Ruby's like, What are you doing? Stop accosting that old man, Jesus! Midas!
No, Ruby, you don't understand!
Has fully marched up to you now and is like, Jesus, first you run... Oh my god,
Ruby, another building went down, okay?
And you're yelling at an old man for it?
You don't understand!
No, I don't understand!
Oh god, fuck.
Hallow is just standing here.
Grabs you by the wrist. Come on, let's go. The police already went there, and ambulances too.
Ruby, look. You don't know what you're getting yourself into here with this, okay?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Has Selenis let go of, the old man?
I think in the panic, yeah, a little bit.
The old man is, slowly walking away. Holy shit, I don't know what kind of, like, hero complex you've developed or something. Maybe you watch too many noir movies, but, like, what the hell are you doing, man?
I'd like to think that for visualization purposes, I like to think that in all of this commotion and everything that happened with the last place and transporting between perfect suburbia and here, a bit of his makeup has started to wear a bit.
Oh, you want there to be scars?
A tiny bit.
Do you
Just
want...
like start like
Do you want
visible.
Ruby to point them out, is my question here.
Yes.
And oh my god, did someone hit you? Pointing to the bruise that you got on your cheekbone from when Rocco Ricky rocketed a bowling pin to you.
Woo!
What the fuck? Just kind of like pats at
Okay.
your face and like sees the foundation on her fingers and is like, Midas.
It's okay, Ruby, let's not do this in the middle of the street. Let's
Yes, and I think turns to Hallow and is like, and have you been dragging him into this?
No. Please don't.
Hallow points a little finger at herself, like she doesn't understand why she's being addressed here.
Hollow, just follow him. Ruby, I'm gonna bring you back to the hotel.
Don't
we need
follow
to talk about
him.
this in private.
He's
Ruby, you don't understand. You don't understand.
No,
what
I
you're getting
don't.
yourself into, okay? And I want to explain this to you so badly, but I can't do it here. We gotta go somewhere private for this.
roll. I think this is going to be a manipulate someone. Once you have given them a reason, tell them what you want them to do. The reasoning here is probably like the leverage is like Ruby wants to understand.
Woohoo! 12, baby!
Fucking ham on.
Where do you bring Ruby?
Ruby, we're going back to the inn where I'm staying at. We can discuss our, a lot.
Yeah, okay.
And Midas is going to go walk with Ruby back to the inn, leaving Hollow to deal with the old man.
All right.
What about
I guess
what about tomato soup?
Hallow's got him.
Okay. I'm just checking. Gotta make sure tomato soup's all right.
Hallow's got him. They're gonna fluff him back up.
Okay. Back with Millie and Neighbor. What happens next?
I stop the hug after a solid 3 minutes.
Millie just kind of looks like fucking exhausted now. She's like, we gotta find the others.
Of course, I believe they went this way.
As you say that, you look down one of the alleys, and you see the shadow of a 7-foot-tall woman with a large hat and a parasol. No one else seems to notice.
What the fuck?
Just gonna look away from that and look down the direction I think Hollow went.
Do I also see that?
I mean, I don't think you'd have a reason to, but do we think that it's here's where I'm at, right? 2 options. Number 1, this is just a horrifying like reminder that neighbor, you have a job to do. Or 2, Millie sees that too and we deal with whatever that is.
I think it's just a horrifying reminder.
What happens next?
Your friendly neighbor takes a pats Millie Bazaar on the back. Like, Hollow went that way, I must take care of something. And your friendly neighbor starts to walk away.
Okay. Shit, man, you have good luck with that. And Millie adjusts her coat and starts heading in the direction that neighbor indicated.
Okay, which of these scenes do we want to do first?
Sorry, we've been on our let's split up gang shit this whole time.
No, this is fun. This is the game, baby.
I think Hollow's the natural place to go to.
Okay, Hollow, you're meeting up with
Old man.
You're meeting up with Old Man. Millie, at any point you can stumble into the scene. I'm gonna leave that discretion up to you, okay?
Okay.
You are not an old man who walks slowly with a cane, so you can catch up to him pretty easily. What do you do, Hallow?
I think Hallow just starts walking beside him, still holding tomato soup in her arms.
Doesn't immediately do anything. You certainly haven't shown yourself as a threat, so...
Can I ask a question?
He doesn't say anything. You can ask because that's like theatrical, that's showmanship. I'm telling you right now he's not going to answer. Maybe you can elicit a reaction.
What do you want me to do then?
Kick him in the nuts.
I don't know, you're the monster hunter. You figure it out how to deal with this monster.
Oh my god.
I mean, you can ask your question. Maybe he'll react. But he's not going to verbally be like, yes, hello, this is my master plan.
That's not what she was about to ask about, if you give a shit.
Okay, then what do you ask?
Well, now I can't remember. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what? You scolded me!
I didn't scold you. I was being honest about, like, how this monster works.
You scolded me. It was a scold.
It was a scold.
See?
Okay, just what do you do?
Hal kind of holds out tomato soup to him and just says, "Why did you crush him?"
The man just kind of, like, reaches out a hand to, like, touch tomato soup and then doesn't say anything. Because, you know, that's the part of this monster.
Oh, he can't talk. Wow, he's mute.
4 questions in. Thank you for understanding. Just kind of past the top of Tomato Suit's, like, squished head and continues walking. Again.
I mean, I guess she follows along. She's not going to attack him or anything.
Okay, so, well, if we're just going to be walking along...
No. Oh my god. You're not letting me do anything.
No. Oh, okay, no, what is the thing you want to do? Walk along?
I mean, I just don't know how to question a man who can't speak. It's the whole point of the questioning.
Valentine, the point is that questioning is not a viable avenue this time around. If you're going to keep walking, that's fine. Something is going to happen that you can then work with, and I think it does. The old man enters the coffee shop.
Okay.
And sits down at a table.
This is a small business coffee shop?
No, this is the Fair Coffee Company. It replaced the small business coffee shop.
Oh.
This is a franchise.
Oh. I don't think Hallow's ever been inside of a coffee shop before.
Okay.
So she kind of lingers ominously in the doorway.
Here's what happens. Sierra Takara walks up to the old man. Hello, can I take your order? The man looks up. You notice, imperceptibly, a slightly more agitated look in his eyes. What's happened here, right, is that when she bent down to do this, her apron accidentally slipped down her, her uniform. And it is because of this unfortunate circumstance that the waitress behind her slips, carrying a 8 tops order, and about 8 cups of scalding hot coffee drop onto Sierra Takara as she lets out a blood-curdling scream. What do you do?
What the fuck?
It is immediate chaos in here. Is this when Millie comes in?
I was just thinking that, yes, this is when, Millie, who has mostly just kind of been, walking in the direction that neighbor had indicated, hears the scream and, bursts into the coffee shop.
What is going to happen is that Millie is going to try, on instinct, to prevent Sierra from going into hypovolemic shock.
And how are you going to do this?
How I'm going to do that is that I am going to forcibly keep moving and generating blood in her body.
And you're going to be doing this in a crowded cafe.
Yes. What's going on inside her body? I can't see it.
Well, yes, but they might be able to see, incantations. You've also said that you've been known to glow before.
I have been known to glow.
That's perfectly normal. Who doesn't glow a little?
Listen, Millie also is not really, all here right now.
Understandably.
Because right now what is happening to Sierra, besides the burns, is that, rapidly losing volume of her internal body fluids, which will lead to, which is hypovolemia, which will lead to shock and then death.
Hallow, you're watching as this person is getting treated by Millie, and this Umarel, this old man, is just sitting there, unbothered, and it almost feels like there's a smile on his face. What do you do?
Hallow kind of watches the scene unfold for a second. I mean, ain't nothing she can do about the coffee, I guess. I guess, she knows by now that the man is the cause of all of the chaos and destruction and shit. So she runs up to him, she tries to grab him by the lapels. She's just going to say, "Why do you keep hurting innocent people?"
The man doesn't give you a response, but what he does give you is a wide-eyed stare. He is no longer like deadpan, and you can hear a slight chuckle coming out of his mouth. He thinks he's hot shit right now. He's clearly not scared of you. I don't know if you want to prove him wrong or what your avenue is, but...
Hallow takes in the laughter. She bares her teeth.
As you're baring your long teeth at him?
Yeah.
As soon as you do that, his laughter drops into a wide-eyed, almost serious look. And Millie, as you're doing this, I don't think there's a roll here. I think you can just do this, right? As you're, concentrating, focusing on this, it's working. You notice that one of the, carts of coffee, right? In the Calamity, someone has, bumped into it, trying to get to somewhere or maybe get past or, leave. And now that coffee cart is rolling in Hallow's direction. I think you can get a pretty good idea now that this old man is, manipulating circumstances.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Millie takes her hands off of Sierra just long enough to, try and, forcibly catch the cart with the same blood lasso that didn't work last time, but,
Then I think it's time. So you're going to be acting under pressure.
Uh-huh.
However, this is also going to be triggering the Umarel's custom move.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
When a hunter acts under pressure to avoid fate, their modifier is plus spent luck rather than their cool stat. The hunter may not spend luck on this roll. The whims of fate have already been corrupted.
I see.
Oh no.
Fun.
So how much luck do you have left currently?
I've currently only spent 1 luck.
So this is going to be +1.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Blood lassos can't be a complete bust. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah, baby!
Oh. 9.
Worst outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. I got a price to pay for you. You grab the coffee pot and prevent it from spilling all over Hallow. It's hot. Your blood starts to boil. Mark 1 harm as, ouch?
Ouch.
As you're
Ouch.
holding on to boiling blood. But you saved Hallow. Hallow, did you just see this happening? And are you, like, able to put together the dots that this person is, like, manipulating circumstances?
Yeah, I think she put that together a little bit ago.
What do you do now?
Um,
People are starting to, like, clear out, but it's still a calamity.
I think she sort of, like, she hasn't let go of him because Millie stopped the cart, but she sort of, like, swings him around in the other direction so that he's now a quote-unquote human, unquote, shield to the coffee pot in case Millie has to let go of the lasso. You know.
You swing him around and, like, are you, like, pressing him against it?
Yeah.
You press him against it, and he just, like, continues to laugh. You hear a sizzling, but he
Okay.
seems unaffected by it. And immediately you hear a crackling, and you notice that a hanging light fixture above you is beginning to swing. You hear a zapping, some spilled coffee has shorted a bulb, and it is going to explode in a couple seconds, unless you get out of the way. You're going to have to roll if you want to get out of the way and take him with you still. You can tank what's about to happen, or you can, like, just disengage. That's not a roll. So those are your options.
She moves to, like, jump out of the way.
So you're
Like,
disengaging?
She lets him go in the process.
Okay.
God, she can't get electrocuted again.
You let him go, and he kind of takes a step forward, and the light drops on him, and he just looks completely unfazed. I think both
Great.
of you have the stark, sudden realization that this old man is invincible.
Great.
Neighbor's not invincible.
Neighbor's not invincible, but
When
you
does
know.
this guy get to be invincible?
I mean, that other angel wasn't invincible either.
I don't think that counted.
You can glean that invincibility here is probably a special feature of what this person is an angel of.
I don't know what it's an angel of.
I think you know what, I'd be okay just saying this. This angel's name is Natural Disaster.
Oh man.
And just to be completely upfront, because, like, you know, I don't think it's going to be interesting to try and, like, spend more time just sort of like, oh, how do we defeat this person? I'm not going to tell you how to defeat it, but I will tell you this. This is not a person that you can just gun down or shoot or
We cannot just start
bludgeon.
blasting.
You have to trap him. And you're probably going to have to trap him really well.